From renter to homeowner. Here's how I've helped other clients become owners of their own dream homes in Dubai. All right, guys, welcome back. If you are renting a property in Dubai, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Be happy, be proud, give thanks to Allah that you're able to rent a property in Dubai. We all know where Dubai rents are at the moment. They make up about 30% or sometimes more of a household's monthly expenses or income. Nothing to snicker. I think that's perfectly fine. But if you are in a position to buy a property and you choose not to, then I think you're paying somebody else's mortgage. Then I think you're making somebody else wealthy. Then I think that you may want to consider buying a property in Dubai, whether you're choosing to live here for a couple of years, 5 years, 10 years, or more. I'm going to share with you a couple of stories, and I'm going to give you some real life examples of people who ended up buying a property. For it may serve as inspiration to you. Okay, make sense? Okay. So let me take you back to 2017. This is a true story. Names have been changed to hide the identity of the people. Okay, let's call this person F. Okay, not F as in Fahd, but for short form, let's call him F. Okay. Now this person had been renting an apartment, and I think he was paying about 50,000 to 60,000 dirhams in rent on an annual basis. But he was working in a fairly decent sales/operational role, which allowed him to save 10,000 dirhams a month, right? Approximately 10,000 dirhams a month. And therefore, he had actually saved about 70,000 dirhams. And he approached me and, signed up on what was at that time similar to the Dubai Wealth Builder service in order to work with me exclusively and my team to start helping him choose a house where he could actually live, or perhaps a great investment. Like he was open to just investing in a property so he could start generating some income. Okay. What ended up happening, we went through the entire process of developing a strategy for him, looking at potential options. And I believe, while this was, I think, 2018, by 2018 end, we had selected a 2-bedroom. But for n number of reasons, I think the valuation didn't come up right. The price of the apartment was a little bit too high. And a few other reasons, he could not end up closing on that transaction. This 70,000 dirhams then went up to, I believe, 140,000 dirhams because, he kept saving while he was, while we were still looking for a property. And in the middle, he actually went away and got married as well, which is great news, right? After his marriage, we picked up the process about 1 year later in 2019. Now, something very interesting happened in 2019. Look how, this is what I tell a lot of people. A lot of people, they ask me and they say, hey, should I do this? Should I go into the market? Is the market oversaturated? Is the market too high? And I always tell them, look, when you're in the orchard, you're going to have the option to pick up great pieces of fruit. But if you always stay on the sidelines, you're going to keep missing out. When you're in the orchard, when you're in the game, you're going to be able to make better plays. If you stay on the sidelines, you're never going to be in the game, you're never going to be able to make a play, and you're never going to be able to win. What happened in 2019 is something very interesting. For this, a little bit of backstory is required. In 2015, a developer launched amazing townhouses for 1 million dirhams. And these townhouses used to pretty much sell instantly, okay? Instantly. So from 1 million all the way up to 1,250,000, okay? Because these were the initial launches. This was later on, okay? Now, what ended up happening is, however, in 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, and so on and so forth, the payment plan used to be 90-10. Like, this developer would give you the option to buy this townhouse, but the payment plan was 90-10. 90-10. You literally had to pay 90%, which means if you're buying a townhouse for 1 million, you have to pay 900,000 over 3 years until completion. Got it? In 2019, when he was ready to buy, the whole situation had already changed. Remember, I told you he had about 140,000 dirhams already in his pocket by now? The whole situation changed such that in 2019, there was an amazing townhouse available from the same developer, but on a 30-70 payment plan, which meant that you only had to pay about 450,000 dirhams over 3 years, and the majority of the payment was going to be on handover. Okay? Now, we ended up coming into this transaction because I had a connection at the developer. I had a friend working there who who had been working with me for the past 2 years. They had a cancelled unit come back, which was, very interestingly, amazingly single row. So when you're talking about townhouses, having a single row townhouse, which means no townhouse behind you, is an amazing story to have, right? So what ends up happening is, my friend calls me, says there's a cancellation unit. We quickly go, we understand, we look at ready units in the area. We compare it to apartments, townhouse apartment, townhouse apartment, townhouse apartment. Which one's going to be better? We end up choosing a townhouse. And the good thing is, oh, by the way, they were giving like a 4% DLD waiver, I believe, as well. Like, imagine, you don't have to pay 4%, like an instant, immediate discount, right? Good news, great story. After 2019 came the weird pandemic. We all know about this. And I think that townhouses got handed over in 2021 or 2022. Today, in 2025, this townhouse is between 2.5 million to 3 million dirhams. And he's living in it himself. The price has not only just doubled, but imagine you've got an amazing property in Dubai just because you took action at the right time in 2018 to start your journey. Look, a lot of people end up starting their journey. You don't need to necessarily buy today, but you are going to buy at some stage, right? Start your journey at the right time and you'll get there. If you want access to such kind of transactions, if you want real help, join my Dubai Wealth Builder service. We take you from A to Z and we're going to help you completely. There's a link below. Hit it, click it, share it. Share this video with others who might get inspired by the Dubai real estate market. Remember to hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon. Ciao for now.